What's going on, everybody? It's JB Tech Fanatic back again with another video. As always, I want to start this video by thanking you for joining me. If you have not yet subscribed, I'd be so honored if you would consider. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you want to know when the latest videos are available, don't forget to click the notifications to on. Today, we're going to talk about just a few tips and tricks to maximize the performance of your Samsung smart refrigerator. Now, this can be any variant. Samsung FamilyHub, doesn't matter when you bought it, all the rules should apply also. In fact, many of these tips and tricks can also be used with other variations. Obviously, you might not have a FamilyHub to use to control it, but if you can find these features and settings, of course, you can go ahead and use them. First, we're going to talk about exterior. What can you do to maintain and get the most performance out of your refrigerator? First and foremost, when you push your refrigerator back against the back wall, make sure to leave a little bit of space for your refrigerator to breathe. Now, I recommend doing it every month, but at least every 2 months, you want to pull the entire refrigerator forward, clean out all dust and debris that might be clogging, your vent fan or anywhere on your refrigerator that is clogged with dust, needs to be vacuumed out. If you do that, you're going to get better performance out of your refrigerator and, of course, less problems in the future. Also, when you're pushing it back, make sure that you don't kink your water line so that you are getting the full water pressure going to your refrigerator. Now we're going to go into the FamilyHub and I'm going to show you a few tips that can really change things for you and your FamilyHub. Let's do that. Now looking at the Samsung FamilyHub on the Samsung Smart Refrigerator. These tips can be used for any of the variations out there. First, we're going to need the refrigerator manager. You either have a quick toggle on the home screen, and if you don't, go ahead and swipe up from the bottom, go to your apps drawer and go to the refrigerator manager. Once we are here, we're going to hit settings. And when we're in settings, we're going to find something that says demand response and talk about this. Now, a lot of you have asked me, you put thermometers in your refrigerator and you say, I'm not getting consistent temperatures, or maybe your refrigerator's not making ice and everything feels wet and not as cold as you think it should. This is the problem. Now, this is not just a Samsung thing. This is done in many, especially modern day appliances. It is in these to save electricity. And I understand that and I know why it's there, but I'm going to tell you this. This affects the performance of your refrigerator, in my opinion, quite severely. Really quickly, it's called demand response peak demand override. Now, again, this is always on. I'm recommending that you shut this off. Again, you're gonna pay a little bit more for your electricity bill. For me, it was a couple bucks a month, totally worth it. Delay appliance load capability. 1, the product reduced its average power consumption during the delay period by at least 13% relative to the average power consumed during an average load over a 24-hour period, max time period 4 hours and 30 minutes. Next is temporary appliance load reduction. The product restricts its average power consumption during the load reduction period to no more than 50% of the average power consumption during an average load over a 24-hour period, max time 15 minutes. What that really boils down to is that it can actually decrease the performance of your refrigerator to save electricity, but what that means for you is less ice, food not lasting as long in your refrigerator as you'd like, so shut this off. Next thing we're going to go to is my tips on keeping everything fresh. Now, to finish up with the ice, this one has a double ice maker. Of course, you want to make sure that both of your ice makers are running. If the bin is getting full, like this one has the drawer, so you can sort of shake the bin, bring that ice forward so it doesn't set the sensor that it's full in the back when it's actually not full. To keep making ice, I recommend doing so. And then of course, the water filter is the next most crucial thing to maximizing your ice. Make sure you use high quality. If you don't use the Samsung brand, you want to make sure that it allows enough water through to get the performance that you're looking for. Now, temperatures. Here's where things get finicky. We all know when we open our fridge or freezer, it lets out cold air, but we don't realize how much we open them and how long we leave them open. If you're like me and you have kids, my kids love to leave my freezer door open as long as they like and then complain when there's not enough ice. There's a feature called Power Cool on both your freezer or refrigerator. This is to be used after grocery shopping. If it's a really hot day and you've left one of the doors open for a long time, or you've been cleaning, or you've put fresh groceries from the grocery store that are not as cold as they need to be, so that the refrigerator cools everything down quicker than normal. Use those in those cases. As far as temperatures, you have to think of ambient temperature. In the summer, make your freezer colder. In the winter, you can, play with it, see what you need for your home. My recommendation is this: I live in a hot climate in the summer and a mild climate in the winter. In the summer, I use -5 in the freezer and 34 on my refrigerator. And in the winter, I go to 0 on the freezer and I leave the refrigerator again on 34. If you follow those temperatures, you should be good, but again, feel free to adjust as needed. Let's re-emphasize what we talked about today. First, proper installation. Second, making sure that you give a nice space between the back of the refrigerator and the wall. Third, be sure to pull your refrigerator out every month or two and clean out all dust and debris from all areas needed. Next, replacing your water filter when it is supposed to be replaced with either a Samsung brand or a high quality brand with the exact same specifications. Make sure that you use a new water line when installing your refrigerator. Make sure that the spigot is turned on full and that it is all good and you're getting good water pressure to make sure that you are getting the water needed to produce the ice and give you the water flow output that you want. Then you want to go into the settings as we looked at. Shut demand response off. We want to limit leaving the doors open. If they're left open, we want to use the turbo cool, rapid cool, whatever it's called on your refrigerator. You want to use this if it's left open. You want to use this when you go grocery shopping. Also, adjust temperatures based off the ambient temperature in your house. Again, summer, hot, you want to make it a little colder. As far as winter, you can ease up a little bit. These are all things that are going to help maximize the performance and potential, as well as for those of you that like to check temperatures with thermometers. Once that demand response is shut off, you should be getting very on the dot temperatures. The last thing I want to point out is do not overstuff your refrigerators. Make sure that you don't have any bags. Like as an example, if you put a loaf of bread in a bag in your refrigerator, make sure it's not up against the sensor and blocking it. This way you're getting accurate readings from the thermometers. And then of course, other than that, make sure to do the software updates on your FamilyHub when they come available. And as always, look into Samsung SmartThings. Hook this refrigerator up to Wi-Fi and take advantage of all the benefits. Again, you want to learn more about these refrigerators, check out the link above. I did reviews on several models and I cover all of that. If you're still in the market for a refrigerator and you're looking for a smart refrigerator, I still highly recommend the FamilyHub. I have had several variants of this product. I test them thoroughly and I keep tabs on all of them as far as have they had any problems, what's good, what's bad kind of thing. These refrigerators, when maintained and operated properly, should give you years and years of enjoyment without problems. If you're worried about the screen going out, I can tell you from experience, it is very rare for that to happen. These screens should last you for years and years. As always, I recommend getting an extended warranty if it's something that you're anxious about and you think, it's expensive to fix. That is a great way to get this nice tech in your kitchen and not have to worry about what's going to happen in a few years. Also, if you maintain these refrigerators, this is something that a lot of us don't want to do. These are smart refrigerators, but as it's always going to be the user that maintains. And if you maintain the product, It's going to maximize its potential and give you years of joy. I highly recommend it. If you have any questions about it, of course, reach me in the comments section. Come find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at JB Tech Fanatic. Check out my other reviews on these Samsung Smart Hubs. As always, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I can't wait to talk to you in the comments and see you in the next video. And until then, I'm JB Tech Fanatic, and I'm out. Peace.